Welcome to Politics News. Wolf US channel is undoubtedly one of the regions where the most intense clashes have been seen since the beginning of the Russian-Ukrainian war. Albk is a small industrial city. Its location is of the strategic importance. The city's location in the middle of the conflict zones is important for both armies. Russian leader Vladimir Putin intends to seize Bakhmut and expand into Ukrainian territory, while Ukrainian leader Zelensky attaches a great importance to Bakhmut because it is critical for repelling Russian invaders. After losing dozens of soldiers in Bakhmut, the Russian army deployed soldiers from the paramilitary organization, Wagner Group, to Bakhmut. In June, however, the Wagner Group also failed to achieve the desired success in this region. Putin's next move was to deploy prisoners from the Russian prisons to Bakhmut with a condition of fighting for 6 months. But Putin did not achieve the desired results with this move either. According to the statement made that the other day, the Ukrainian army is advancing in Bakhmut. The development in Bakhmut have also caused problems between the Russian army and Wagner Group. Wagner Group boss Vaporgo said that the statement made by the Russian Defense Ministry the other day was not true. Minister spokesperson Shinko had announced that Russian troops in Bakhmut would regroup to take more positions. Following this announcement, Prego said that what Russian officials referred to as regrouping was in fact fleeing. In audio message posted on his Telegram account, Prigozhin said, "I'm on my way to the nearest headquarters. I can tell you there. I will tell you what happened." Unfortunately, what Shenko said is called fleeing, not regrouping. How does it look like? I will explain it more details. During the statement of the Russian authorities and the Wagner Group boss, a new image was shared on social media confirming what Prigozhin said. The footage clearly shows Russian soldiers fleeing from Bakhmut. It is stated that this escape took place as a result of the attack of Ukrainian 3rd Assault Brigade in the footage recorded by unmanned aerial vehicle. It is seen that the 3rd Assault Brigade is advancing towards the trenches dug by the Russian invaders in Bakhmut. This attack organized by unmanned aerial vehicles is supported by tanks on the ground. Russian soldiers are cornered after being attacked by drones from the air and tanks from the ground. In the face of this comprehensive attack by the Ukrainian air and the ground forces, the Russian invaders flee. Images of the moment of escape become a source of humor on social media. According to conflict analyst Eco, the Ukrainian army recaptured about 7.8 square kilometers of the city. In the latest fighting, he added that the Russian Army's 6th and 8th Division and the 72nd Brigade in Bakhmut were defeated. Wrote on his social media account. The total area of Bakhmut is 41.6 km. The Ukrainian soldiers at the front reported that 7.8 km of the city was liberated overnight. This would have given Ukraine control of 1.4 of the city. The Russian Army's 6th and 8th Division and the 72nd Brigade were routed. In new video posted on Telegram following latest developments in Wagner Group boss Prigozhin says that the Russian troops fled the area due to the stupidity of their leaders. In this criticisms, Prigozhin targets senior commanders in the Russian army and the Russian Defense Ministry. Ukrainian Deputy Defense Minister Hanna Malia issued a statement following the events in Bakhmut. According to this statement, the Ukrainian armed forces had advanced 2 kilometers in the direction of Bakhmut. Colonial General Alexander Urki, commander of the Ukrainian Eastern Forces Group, also made a statement. CKI said that Russian forces had retreated 2 kilometers behind the Russian lines in unspecified sectors of Bakhmut front. But the Ukrainian Defense Ministry as usual rejected these statements, saying the general situation in the area of a special military operation is under the control. Despite the fact that there is a footage of moment of attack and escape of Russian invaders from the area, the Russian authorities deny all the facts. Wagner Group boss Wypergo also commented on the events in Bhk. Prigozhin said that the Ukrainian army may have launched a contra-attack, that it had been preparing for a long time because what happened in Bakhmut in last 24 hours was very violent. Said that Ukrainian troops captured an area of 3 kilometers in and around Bakhmut. The Ukrainian army is clearly showing its belief in victory with its successful offensive while Ukrainian army is making progress. The problem in Russian army are growing day by day. Bakhmut is one of the regions where the problems in the army are most visible. Wagner Group leader Wypergo said that his group is defending BK and that the Russian army troops are very few in the region, so much so that the soldier of the Wagner Group do not even listen to the top brass of the Russian army. In a letter to Russian Defense Minister Sej, the author des Percussions said that he controlled 90% of MKT. This statement confirms the race between the Russian military and the Wagner Group. The different statements about Bakhmut also shows the intensity of the conflict in the region, so that LIN spokesperson, Dmitry Peskov, acknowledged that the situation in Bakhmut was difficult speaking to a Serbian television channel. Peskov said that the battle for Bakhmut in eastern Ukraine was very difficult. Russian authorities are trying to hide the truth, but somehow the truth is coming out. Another important development in Bakhmut in recent weeks has been announced by the leader of the Wagner Group that he will withdraw from the region. Prigozhin has been claiming for a long time that the Russian army has not been supplying the Wagner Group with ammunition. Last month, Prigozhin, who videotaped and shared the bodies of dozens of soldiers, announced that he lost his soldiers because the army did not provide them with ammunition. Dozens of soldiers in the video allegedly died due to the lack of ammunition, and the Russian army was responsible for this. While the problems in the Russian army are growing, the Ukrainian army continues its offensive. Recently a Russian Pester S-1 missile system was shot down near Bik. The Russian Pan-Stor S-1 missile system, which is of great importance for the Russian occupiers in the war, is worth about 14.6 million. For one, the system is used in missile anti-aircraft and artillery attacked the Ukrainian 45th Separate Artillery Brigade, which blew up the missile system in BK. Said of the attack Pastor is one the Bakhmut direction. A reconnaissance of the 45 Separate Artillery Brigade detected Panera's 1 incorporation with the missile unit, and a reconnaissance of the 132 Separate Reconnaissance battling the system was turned into a scrap metal. The Russian army suffers heavy losses as a result of the Ukrainian army's counteract. In the ward of Igor Gurkin, a former military officer and the politician Putin, despite all these losers, shows a stupid stubbornness and refuses to give up the occupation of Ukraine. If the war continues like this, the Russian Capi may va the white flag in the coming days. How do you assess the withdrawal wall of Russian troops from Bart? Can Russian leader Vladimir Putin overcome the problems? What do you think about the Wagner Group's problem with the Russian military and state authorities? We are curious about your views. Follow us from her updates all rights. Thank you for watching the video, we value your opinion. Please comment, share them with us, and thank you so much once again for watching this video. See you in my next video.